those low demons from full screen is actually going to end up in a punish. But here we go, Tweedy starting off with that EX overhead, as is the godsend of that character.
What a great anti-air right there by Destroyer. That was clean. Again, with the pressure right now, pushing him right to the corner.
Here we go. And Destroyer, above all else, he's going to go for this aggressive playstyle, as Tremor has been known to do. But more so, to keep the meter on his side for the flash carries and for the breakers if he chooses to use them. But meter is going to be really important here for Destroyer.
Yeah.
Tweedy has been known to really establish dominance without the use of his meter. You see now these staggers, the block strings into the teleport are proving to be a little bit too much for Destroyer right now, but now Destroyer going into round number 2 with a full stick of butter, just running right past the Blade Fury. Opting not the flesh, just going straight into that pressure. Beautiful block by Tweedy, using it back on to blow up that flash carry attempt.
Yeah, tearing it to bits right now. That one, but again, this is Tweedy, man, just known to use his meter as soon as he gets it, man. He's very not liberal with the meter, man. We use it over and over again for sure.
Here we go. That flex has been up. Just need to take his time, put the flex up. I think it's a smart move now because Destroyer's only going up when he has that flex. But he's having a lot of trouble blocking all of these mix-ups. Finally gets the overhead, but he's sitting. Unfortunate. Gets hit by that teleport and a jump kick. Tweedy, brilliant performance. And we see now Tweedy has evolved into this player that he really doesn't need to use that EX overhead, which is really what most people have in the back of their minds going up against the possessed Kenshi. But Tweedy's using the pressure to his advantage, and it's proving to be way too much for Destroyer to handle right now.
Indeed. And what I did notice when I watched his first game, it does seem like that when Tremor tries to hit a button, Tweedy's just stuffing him with that bat one over and over again. So that might be something the Destroyer has to look out for. I mean, I don't know the exact frame data on the bat one, but I know it was a pretty good move. So I see Destroyer's going to try to find a way to get around that.
All right, so we did just get word, just as a quick update. Unfortunately, Scar did not reg. She was not upset early, just could not make it here tonight. But I'm sure we'll be seeing him again. Beautiful interruption with that. That 6-3-4-1 is an absolute, it's a major key. And not only this matchup just has Tremor's gameplay in general, but he needs to be a little bit more careful to scout out those EX overheads. That little damage is going to add up a lot more.
I mean, Tweedy builds a lot of meter when he plays, so he doesn't mind necessarily using it because he knows he's going to get it right back.
Oh, just laying that overhead rock hand. Rev goes for the flex, blocks the second hit of the Ants overhead. And here we go, Destroyer putting on a clinic of his own with this pressure. And you see he does much more damage and proves to be much more successful if he keeps Tweedy in this corner. Beautiful interactable use into that jump kick conversion.
Oh my god, yo, the jump in kick conversion, that was nice. The meter use. Got the jump in kick to stuff the temper drop.
Oh, Destroyer just missing the input on that flash carry. No doubt that's what he wanted to go for. Sitting here on a full stick of butter, not gonna break. He knows if he keeps Tweedy in that corner, he had to break there now. Next hit could be fatal if he's not careful. He's going to do a lot of damage into some major chip. And what is the mix? Blocks the low.
He's just tagging him with the teleport over and over again. Destroyer has to look out for that.
And Tweedy, very smart, did not want to go down this match. Uses his armor to just close out that second round, taking us into round number 3, where now he's going to try and get this momentum, staying as far away from Destroyer as possible, eating that flex alive with that down one. But at the same time, Destroyer realizing that Tweedy doesn't have a lot of meter to work with, that's his time to go in.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Hey, just solid post right now from both parties, but Tweedy just blocking all of these strings right now by Tremor and using his meter very wisely to get out of that situation.
So now here come the staggers and the teleport cancels. That's so hard to deal with when you go up against possessed Kenshi, and boom, just like that, Tweedy opening up with that back one, getting the low demon, and now Tweedy is sitting in a 2-0 lead, trying to make quick work of Destroyer and advance into the top 8.
Really looking like that's prone to happen right now because Tweedy is just looking insane, man. Everything he's doing is just so on point.
Throne defended.
And it's unfortunate to see this because Destroyer clearly not as confident in his ability to use Predator in this matchup. He's going to go away from both Tremor and Predator and looking at Dragon Fang's Goro. And he is going to go with Goro. This is interesting because we haven't seen Destroyer's Goro in a very long time. And B, as we saw earlier, Goro seems to be making work of a lot of players. As we saw Emperor Nyx, who we'll see later on in the top 16, eliminated SonicFox 3-0 with Dragon Fang's Goro.
Fight.
Yeah, so he's gonna try to build his own little legend with Goro almost. Try to show some magic. Go forward, advance streams, man, pushing them further to the corner.
Oh, beautiful neutral jump plus scouting that out. Destroyer is really just going to try and pull out all the tricks he has with Goro because this is his last-ditch effort, regardless of winning the set, just to put himself on the board. But Tweedy is just dominating this Goro. Destroyer might be kicking himself with this character switch.
Yeah.
Goro, obviously an absolute monster up close, but really has trouble getting in. Destroyer just frantically trying to get something started, using all the meter he can to get Goro's pressure going, and Tweedy is just too slippery right now.
Every option, Tweedy, man, it's just working out for him. Anti-airs, staggers, all of them.
Here we go, those last frames. And he's just going to EX armor out. There's nothing you can do about that. Tweedy with an absolute dominating performance. A quick 3-0 to advance into the top 8. Brilliant stuff.